It's always to you, it's always particular, it's always private, it's always rare. So let me ask you. You can even come up right now with an image. Consider when your own parents in your youth appeared strong, sincere, knowing, revealing, sharing with you. Think of any past scene at all. What did they say? What did they do? How did they communicate to you? That's the transmission of a belief. That's a transmission of a belief. Do you have one? Did one come up? Did one come? What's yours? What one came up for you?
I was sitting talking to my father.
Louder?
I was sitting talking to my father.
Okay, let's do it. Okay. Thank you, first of all, for sharing it. Okay, look here. I happen to be very good at people sitting, drawing pictures of sitting. Go. All right, we're standing? He's standing? You're both sitting? Okay, where?
In the kitchen.
Okay, I'm also good at drawing kitchens. Go ahead.
Both looking at TV at the same time.
And looking at that great thing. Okay. While this is going on, you're both looking at TV. Go ahead.
Yeah,
And
it was.
That's okay.
It was distant. It was long distance.
okay. Thank you.
But it was on, and it was in that direction. But we were talking, and he was letting me know what his image of my mother was.
Good. I'll tell you a secret.
Yeah.
Hey,
He seemed
I'm going to tell you something about your reality. All right. I'll tell you something about your mother. Go, what
about the world.
About the world? What? Did you reveal it? Can you share it?
She doesn't know what she's doing most of the time.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And that the world is always out to get you. And if you are part of a certain group of people, they get into dogfights.
Are those the
The accomplished.
okay. Those that succeed? Accomplish? Pardon me?
They're always at each other's throats.
What? They're at each other's throat. Therefore, they're savage. Right? They're savage, right? All right. How did he appear at that time?
Oh, it was very, it seemed real.
How often did he appear this way? This real?
Well, I hardly ever got to see him because he was rarely at home because of his work. But they were mostly on the weekends.
Okay.
In fact, about the only time was on the weekends.
Okay.
And outside of other times, this was unusual.
Okay.
I mean, I related to him on the weekends, but not this way.
Yeah. So it's rare. Now look, you see, when that happens, that's the transmission of certain beliefs, but that's not the one. That's not the one we're after. The one we're going to be after is this one. Now she's going to walk away. You're going to walk away from this scene, and you're going to say to yourself, what? Mother doesn't know what she's doing? The world is out to get you? Anyone who accomplishes anything, dog eat dog, it's savage out there. Now you make a conclusion. That's the one. So you make a conclusion, and you don't know the conclusion you made. You form an impression as you walk away. Huh? Now the reason you're not going to make a conclusion in words is that it's pretty dangerous to do so. Because look here, you have to make a decision, you have to make a conclusion either about what he is doing at that moment, or you're going to believe him. You're either going to have to make a judgment about why he's doing what he's doing and put a name on it, or you're going to believe him and you're going to come to some kind of impression, some kind of conclusion, but it won't be in words, and that's the problem. So you either have to say he's a this or he's a that for doing this, or you believe him, and now you have to make some statement about your participation in the world. Now, we're going back to this, you see. You're open, you're receptive, you're passive. An idea is being transmitted, beliefs are being transmitted. Do you think you can question it at that moment? Go back to Dad and say, hey, Dad, I'd like to review that point about Mom. She doesn't know what she's doing. You know, she happens to be this and that. She does this rather well, and she's done this. Lived in the world many years, you know. I mean, do you really want to say she doesn't know what she's doing? Dad, you sure everyone out there is savage, and everyone who's successful just are at one another's throats, Dad? Is this your experience? Is it true? Dad, can you ask questions? Could you test it? Uh-oh. To test it assumes that you think it may be false. But if you're going to do either one of those things, then you're saying something about him. Now look here. You're going to end up with a puzzle. Puzzle is that true? Now, what follows? What follows? This whole scene has been created, convincing as he can be. Would you agree that these ideas are important in the family? Let me put it in another way. Does this explain something about his life? Does this explain perhaps his own success and failures? If the world is like this, what follows? He's confiding in you. He's telling you something, isn't he? Does that make sense of a lot of experience in the household? You see, it makes sense of a lot of things that have been going on over many years that you couldn't put together. Now you know, hey, Dad, if Dad's right, and he certainly looks right, does that make sense then of the universe, your family? Ah.
Why he acted the way he did.
Yeah. See, these fundamental beliefs make sense of the whole background of the family. It makes sense. It makes intelligible. That's what we call the milieu, the background. It makes sense of a lot of things that were disturbing and puzzling. Now look here. Let me ask you, look here we go now. Here he is. He's passing this on with all of these great, beautiful states of mind. He's right, there they are. Look at that. Isn't that a great state of mind he's in? To doubt that and to challenge that would be challenging the way he appears at his greatest moment. Okay, now is it possible then that this belief, now you find yourself at a situation where, all right, you now want to achieve something that's important to you. And these are the steps leading up to your goal. Now, if you've accepted this